Alright, Oval fans, now before going any further in the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit the bell notification icon, that way you know whenever I post new content to the channel, and make sure you follow me on social media, links are in the description below. Now before going any further, let's just ask ourselves the question, who is Picky's father? Obviously it's someone who Nancy probably feels like Richard knows, because if it was someone, let's say, who had passed away or someone who Richard knew closely, I feel like Nancy didn't say because she knew Richard would do something about it. Kind of like, seeing how Barry lashes out, maybe Richard has a hot head or, an anger, rage mode too, even though I said in one of the videos that I don't think, somebody said that Barry had his temper inherited from Richard, but I'm like, nah, I don't think so, because Richard did get mad in the last episode, rightfully so, but he didn't do the same things that Barry did. But to be fair, he was still recovering in the hospital bed. But I feel like I definitely feel like sorry, I had to pop my shoulder for a second. Maybe it's a lot of people have been bringing up the point that Picky's father could possibly be someone we haven't met yet, and that's actually a very valid point to make, because of the fact that if you look at the Oval, we have so many characters in the show. Like, for example, we know of Victoria's father, we heard him on the phone, but we have not met him in person yet. And then there are other characters who have been, like, maybe mentioned in passing, like Jean's boyfriend, but we haven't met him on screen. So I feel like Nancy are withholding the information about who's Picky's father was. That could be something that's going to be revealed next season. And I guess you could say maybe we'll get some breadcrumbs leading up to the season finale. And then it's going to be up to speculation after the 2-episode event that determines, okay, who do you think the father is? In my Is Sam Picky's father video, I actually am like 60% thinking that, you know what, I think he could be the father, we just don't know it yet. But you have to check out that video to get my full thoughts on it, because there were some revelations that I didn't even think about that actually pointed towards Sam. But yeah, I feel like we probably won't get resolution on who the father is by the end of this season, because like I said, there's only 2 episodes left. But I think that it is possible that we will find out in season 2, because we know in the next episode Priscilla's going to try to get Nancy to go work things out with Richard. But it's just a situation where I think that the first thing Nancy can do to even try to get back on Richard's good side would be to say, okay, here is the person I cheated with, here is the person who is Picky's father. So I feel like we're in a situation where I think it's a person we haven't met yet, but I do think it's a person that Richard would be aware of, because I'm really thinking that I don't think that Nancy would hide that information unless it's someone that they both knew. And obviously it's someone who she feels ashamed of being with, and that could explain why she didn't just up and say, Richard, I had an affair with blank, when she was talking with him in the last episode. So I think that I would say Sam is about a 60% yes, but then I'm about 40% thinking it's someone we haven't met, but it's someone that Richard probably knows. So I don't know who. I mean, it's obviously someone who Nancy knew during the time in which, Richard was on tour. So, I mean, it could be a family friend, it could be a family member, it could be just a random person of the night, so to speak. Well, wait, is that the right term? Nah, that's usually a lady of the night. So basically, like, just a person she hooked up with once and never saw again. Kind of like Alex on If Loving You Is Wrong. The fact that she was on that date. Well, then again, I don't think that Nancy was on some kind of dating website like 25 or 24 years ago. So I would just say it's a person who she knew of, and then they hooked up, and that was it. What would be really messed up? What if that old dude who was the deacon that allegedly got shot when Richard and Barry were fighting over the gun, what if that was somebody who went to the same church as Nancy, and then they hooked up while Richard was on tour, and then Richard and Barry accidentally killed him? That would be kind of messed up. But I mean, I'm just saying, you never really know. So I feel like it's something we probably won't find out about until season 2, but I definitely definitely feel like Richard will most likely want to know who the person that Nancy had an affair with to be revealed in order to start the healing process of their marriage. So, and trust. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Who do you think is Picky's father? And if you would like to donate to the channel, which is not mandatory but appreciated, feel free to do so on PayPal, on Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month.